A raid from a cozy gremlin. Hello. Thank you very much, cozy gremlin. Also hello everybody. It's Sunday. It's my normal stream day. I did stream yesterday. Your rent for the month. Thank you. um I did stream yesterday because I just have been so busy and my stream schedule has been very silly, and I like to, I don't know, I wanted to try something a little different. But yeah, thanks for the raid, thanks for the sub. If you're here and you're not already following a cozy gremlin, definitely go follow her. She's raising money for arthritis research this month with lots of cool incentives, lots of fun things. So go check out her stream. She was playing Nancy Drew tonight. Did you finish the puzzle after I left? In the last 10 minutes, did you do it? Did you find Ethel or whoever you were looking for? You found Jesselyn. Wow. You were my co-working stream today because my upcoming week is like silly. Like my entire routine is thrown off. I live a very routine-based life because I'm so busy that if I didn't do like certain chores and tasks and calendar out my exercise on a weekly basis, I would never do any of it because I have to organize myself that way, or none of it would ever get done. So I had to do my weekly chores today, and I usually do those on Monday or Tuesday. Almost always Monday. I usually do them Monday, but I had to like rearrange all my stuff this week because Tuesday night I have to go get my hair done. And then so I'm losing some time Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening, and then Wednesday, we'll see if I stream on Wednesday. It just depends on some stuff because Thursday night I'm driving to the northern part of the state. I'm going up north with a bunch of pals. Basically my entire chat is going up north to the woods for the weekend. So I had to redo a lot of stuff. So yeah, you were my co-working, get your chores done, wash your hair stream. So it sounds like I'm about to be that for you. So yeah, if anybody is here and you need some friendship while you're taking care of your chores, I'm your girl. I was saying at the end of stream that I was hoping your dad would pierce me in what's his face 11's belly buttons this weekend. I'll ask him. I'll let him know. What he'll tell you is that he'll say, I've got a hammer and a nail out back. That's what he'll say. I guarantee that's what he'll say if you ask. Yeah, you can certainly try. He'll say he doesn't have a belly button. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna make this a big deal on stream. I don't think my dad's here, so I don't know. My father is missing some toenails due to some childhood stuff, and Velveeta Fan Club once offered to paint his toenails not knowing that, and then very suddenly learned that my father does not have toenails. So that was a defining moment for her learning things about my father. Yeah, so he'll say he doesn't have a belly button. Okay, so the plan for tonight, I started a little eco-friendly tiny home for a gardening small business yesterday on my bonus stream, and I decided I think we're gonna finish it tonight, and then if I have time, we'll go back to the big build. I just again, it's been fun to take some little mini breaks from such a gigantic build, although the house is done. The actual house itself is done, with the exception of the little screen porch off of Cozy Gremlin and Velveeta Fan Club's bedrooms. The rest of the house is done. So basically all I have to do is do the horse stalls, do the horse arena, and then do some very low effort landscaping, because y'all know how I feel about landscaping. Maybe I should have a Cozy Gremlin next time you're up. Maybe you can take over my stream and landscape the house for me. I can't remember, do you like landscaping or not? I don't remember if she does or not. It's like so not my thing. But anyway, let me rearrange my screens a little. You do like it? Yeah. I just thought it'd be funny. Cozy Gremlin is in my real life house a lot, and I think it would be funny if we did like a. I'd have to see how my setup would work with that. We'd have to pass my headset back and forth to have like really clear audio, but it could be kind of fun. We could do that even with like Lil Gamer Lane and Velveeta Fan Club too. We could all just sit in my living room and pass my laptop around and take turns building. But there's also that you could bring some audio too. I don't know what if my laptop could take it. We'd have to see. There's also I can't remember what it's called. Parsec. That you can like control each other's computers. It's a little touchy with having multiple people control the mouse. But we could certainly try it. Anyway, let's go look at my little house. And we'll all be very excited to know, if you were here yesterday, I was kind of freaked out that it's a tiny house, so everything is like truly tiny in there. And I was really concerned that they weren't gonna be able to get into the rooms. Why did my game just like resized itself, so give me a second to fix that so y'all can freaking see. I have no idea why that happened. Let's get it back to correct size. Damn it, I had this so well fit to the Twitch screen. Okay, let's try to get it. We're close. No. Bad. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't know what is happening right now. I think my laptop is on its way out, unfortunately. Oh my god, we're so close. Okay, I'll just like do this a little. Are we close? So close. My laptop is on its way out, and I'm just kind of ignoring that because, okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get right now. Because I'm already, like right now, I bought a new MacBook, which is what I use for like my photo job. And that was the one I had to prioritize buying first, because stream is very fun, but it's also very optional for me. Whereas my main laptop I needed to prioritize, but this one's also starting to go, and I want to make sure it works because I enjoy doing this. So I'm hoping to put that off a little longer, but my gaming laptop is starting to make itself known that it's very unhappy. Okay, so yesterday, if you weren't here, because it's not a time I usually stream, so why would you? I wanted to build like a little eco-friendly tiny home with the idea that we're gonna have like gardens and chickens and maybe some goats, or something. I've never actually played with the nectar function, which is like the wine from Horse Ranch. So my whole thought here is that like this guy or whoever lives here, I just have the default sim who lives on this lot on the base game in there right now, but that he's like living off the land, and then he sells all his wares here. So he'll sell his like he could sell his wine or whatever he grows in his garden or that kind of stuff. So we can figure that out as we go. I have no real plan. The house is done, so tonight we're just gonna finish up the outside, and then if we have time to go to our big house, we will. So here is the outside of the build. It's a little different than what I usually do. Like I said on yesterday's stream, I don't usually pick a lot of the eco lifestyle stuff because it's sort of ugly, which is kind of by design. Because it's supposed to look salvaged and recycled. So even the stuff within, usually like when you have a pack, everything goes together very seamlessly. And eco lifestyle is meant to look a little bit more like cobbled together, which stresses me out. So, but I'm trying. So like this, the outside's all eco lifestyle. This is all from the garden or the greenhouse pack. So we've got some solar panels up here. You can see right before stream, I was searching for some wind turbines. They've also got a dew collector back here. I was thinking kind of... I've never used the wind turbines, so I don't actually know how much it contributes to everything on your lot, but I thought it couldn't hurt to try. I'm just looking to see what the swatchies look like. So maybe we'll give him... Do we put him behind the house? Maybe... Oh, I turned my... Oops. Oh. Oh. And then... with 3 wind turbines, the most eco-friendly house. Are those gonna hit each other? Maybe like a little. Maybe I need to space them out a little more. Yeah, so the sim that's in here is just the one that lives in the house by default, because I just demolished his house to make a new one. You love the wood and the black. Yeah, I wanted it to look like kind of modern while still looking eco-friendly-esque. Maybe these need to be facing the other way. Because then I think I'm going to put some landscaping like around the house a little. We might move those. We'll see. But so you can also see, if you click on your mailbox, it'll give you like bills information, and it will show you, oh, I guess maybe we need to probably have the game in live mode for a little while, because then it will, like, this will build up of how much power he owes, or how much like water he doesn't have to buy because he has a dew collector. So it's a very functional part of the game. Okay, and then I mentioned this little spot right here was from the original lot that I demolished, because I am so bad at building ponds and I really wanted to keep it. I thought it would be cute, so maybe we'll put like some fish in there too or something. I have no real plan. I'm just like building on vibes. So pond effects, we have fireflies. Oh, they need a lot of space. But if we just put a gator, just like a little gator as a treat. Are those the only fish options? Bog log. Hell yeah. The gator's so funny. Let's put some little fishies in there. Let's do it. Alright. So. Okay. What do we want to start with? Little eco-friendly gator. Yeah, you get it. I also did... Oh, I didn't actually show off the house yet. I'm so ahead of myself. I did add an exit gate from the greenhouse last night. I added that, so you'll see I was kind of last night or yesterday when I was building this, I was like trying to figure out, it just felt so empty on that wall, and I decided to make it an exit, like with steps. Can I go any closer? I hate that it makes you have this big platform off the side. It does meet, as you can see up here, it does meet the 64 tile tiny home requirement. The camper that I built, that I showed off on stream yesterday, which I might show off again because I'm really proud of it, was 32. So that counts as a micro home, which is pretty cool. So you'll see up here we've got our solar panels. I would just put those wind turbines in. What's over here that's like twinkling? It's just little flowers. Let's go in here. So we have a little bedroom. It's so hard to show off tiny houses because of the way that the walls collapse down. So here's a little bedroom. We have a bathroom that heavily utilizes a lot of the tiny living stuff. Here's our living room, which, good news, he can get into the doors. I was worried about that the entire time I was building it. Because sometimes, like, Sims need half a tile to move, and technically there's half a tile, but sometimes the game lies and decides you actually need more space. So he can get in both doors. I tested it. Got a cute little living room, a little fireplace. Here's our kitchen, which is technically a full kitchen. The only thing I didn't get to put in was a dishwasher. It's the only thing missing. Everything else is in there. He's got his like fresh grown veggies. So stinking cute. Thank you. I got the tiny home lust. I think it's because I like to do things that I can build in like a night or two and then like put them on the gallery because they're just like really satisfying. And then we have this tiny little kitchen area, this like dining area, because I had an idea to make it like a really nice dining area, and then I forgot I put the whole ass door there. So I had to squish it a little, but and then this is an outdoor walkway. So these are these like plant thingies. But I use them, they're like divider walls. So this is actually open air. And then I used spandrels to make it like you could hang stuff from it. I was probably gonna hang a light from that actually. Was there a cute light I could hang from there? Cute outdoor light. Could just put like a do you have a cute one? What if we put like a lantern light out there? Because did I use it in the house at all? I didn't. That means that's like my favorite light in the game. Because it's just, I can just tell it's a really gentle, diffused light. And that is an open air walkway over into the little greenhouse. What if we kissed under the spandrels? And then we've got some more like functional. A lot of this is from that garden to table kit. So you've got our, oh, it changes the color of the thing though. I want the shelf to be the same color. Dang it. I wanted just the tins to be different. But yeah, like a ton of garden to table things. You've got your gardening sink out here. Little gardening spot. It's really cute at night because it glows. So I'm very happy with the house. And like I said, I tested it. The kitchen is I'll remind everybody of my little kitchen hack. You can put these lights, these like subtle saucer lights, you can put them in a cabinet, and then it's kind of like underlighting in the cabinets, but you don't see them. So that's if you want to light up your kitchen and you really don't want the lights to be super visible. It's kind of like there's lights built in under the cabinets instead. It works great. I didn't put anything on top of the fridge. What can we put up there? Let's see. Something from garden to table, maybe? Yeah, let's put this up there. It doesn't slot in automatically, but we can fake it. We can freaking fake it. There we go. Snake's got veggies up on top of his fridge. Anyway, that's the house. Very eco-friendly because I used lots of the eco lifestyle stuff. We did lots of like the recycled. The outside is the recycled paneling. Again, we've got solar panels and stuff up top. What's my mouse doing? There we go. And then our cute little modern-esque greenhouse. And then I did I'm not sure I like the placement of these. They don't look nice pushed up against this because they clip into the foundation, unfortunately. And I just kind of haven't cared enough to, like, I guess I could manually place them. I just haven't cared enough to do that. So, like, we could put those in black, too, if we wanted them to match the greenhouse. And then they also, actually can't decide what I like better. Because it kind of, like, if you do it like this, it kind of matches the house up against the black. This color wood just always feels unfinished to me. Because it's the color of unfinished wood. Maybe we'll leave them for now. And then maybe we'll do... Maybe we'll put some, like, planters on the side of the house. Kind of like the raw wood, it bounces the other side, like you said. Yeah, that must have been what I was thinking last night when I did it. Because it's kind of like this side's then very dark, whereas this side has some of that lighter wood. So let's put some of these boys. Oh, it's not gonna fit exactly where I want it to go. That's okay, we'll fake it. Just put them like right there, and I'll stick some. I always put like lavender and stuff in there. What colors we got? These I think I want black. What's the difference? Oh, I think one's like a really dark brown. Let's do that. And then we'll pop some oh, that's a debug one. Give me the real one. This one. I have to place it manually since I placed the planters manually too. They got cutie little lavender bushes. I was talking to my friend Laura about the stuff I've been building, and I was like, but then I was just complaining about landscaping because I don't like to do it. I feel like I need to just watch videos specifically about landscaping in The Sims. And she told me she does the exact same thing I do, which is a lot of the lavender bush and then a lot of that it's like the low-lying pale yellow flower bush. It's just the easiest way. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I will do it. I hate when it takes a little too long to save. I'm always a little afraid. I need to just click on the room. Here we go. These are all residential, so I don't want people to come in here. Because I'll make his little farm stand, and then they can do whatever they want, like outside. But okay. I was kind of thinking maybe chickens back here. It might just be kind of like a weird shaped lot. I don't know that I've really ever used one of the chicken coops that isn't just the default swatch. This one could be cute because it's kind of similar colored here. So let's see. Hi, Moosey. Hello, Mr. Man. Man grape squishing dungeon. I can't add more like actual house space because it will disqualify me from being a tiny house. So unfortunately, this is the most true like space I can make. How's the Peems today? He's good. He's so we had a tornado in our city today. So that was a lot. But Moose just wants to be on the porch like all the time. So like sirens are blaring, our phones are blaring. Lucas is sitting on Reddit looking at like actual pictures of the funnel cloud happening, like not too far from our house. And Moose is just like, I should just show the picture if I can get it on my screen. Did something just happen? A new follower. Thank you so much. I wish I could read from, is it Kroger Kate 16? You're not showing up in my viewer list, but I could see it on my little screen when I have Twitch open on my laptop. Thank you. It's nice to have you here. I'm Kenzie. I really only play The Sims on stream, except when I'm streaming with my sister, Lil Gamer Lane. In those times, she's a variety streamer, and I'm also her mod. But when it's just me, all Sims. Hold on, I'm gonna find a picture of Moose from today. He was... Okay, I have to make sure I find one that doesn't have Lucas's foot in it, because that can't go on the internet for free. I accidentally sent a picture last night to a group chat that included a picture of Lucas's foot, and what's-his-face 11 made sure to put a foot sticker on it in the Instagram group chat. I'm usually pretty good about that. Lucas is always barefoot, so it's always... I'm just always on high alert before I'm sending pictures to a group chat. Let me find... This is Lucas's leg, so if you guys promise me you won't be weird. Let me go... Here we go. So, Moose is just like... He was so mad. He was sitting out on the porch, because his bed's out there, and he just like sleeps in the corner and stuff. He always wants to be outside, and so the sirens were going out, and I was just like, Moose, like, you have to come inside. And he was so mad, and the whole time the sirens were going, he was pissed. He was just standing out there like, let me go on the porch, please. Oh my god, he was mad. Don't talk about Lucas's shins. Don't look at him, perverts. Yeah, why won't it let me zoom further in and far away from his legs? But anyway, Moose was furious. So, bad day to be a Moose, because I made him be inside a lot. He is a very unhappy boy. Alright, hold on. I'm restarting my Twitch window to see if maybe it'll actually tell me who's here. Kroger Kate 16, that's who it was. Okay. Hey, wait, Kroger Kate 16, do I actually know you? That actually might be somebody that I know. I can't remember. I don't know that you're on Twitch, but there's a solid chance I know you in real life. Okay, let's build our little chicky fence. Was there a fence in Eco Lifestyle? Also, if that's the Kate I know in real life, I'm pretty sure it's your birthday today. So if it's you, happy birthday. If it's not you, then ignore everything I'm saying. And if it's not you, I'm still happy to have you here, even if you're not the person I know in real life. Oh, ugly fence. We will not be using those. What if we did, like... I want to make sure my chickies have, like, a decent sized space, you know? My sweet chickie babies. I also... Yeah, that's probably the closest color to what we're gonna get here. Maybe I'll extend it by just a... Well, maybe not, because I gotta make sure we have space for a path here. The gate could go over here, though. And that's a horse ranch one, so there's probably... Oh, look at this fancy-ass gate for the chickies. What other gates do we have? That feels like overkill. Oh, the Adventure Awaits might also have a cute fence. Hold on. That's not the one I picked and you know it. Video game. I don't think I like that one as much. Although it is more like rustic chicken. And then the gate would match. I wish the wires were black. Because they're just so obvious. Is there a version with... Oh, there is! Okay, the wood color is slightly different, but I think that might be the move. Because then the... reason the gate would match. Okay, how do we feel about this? I need to see the whole picture here. I mean, that's a color that's in here. It's not like truly the color I want, but I'm gonna have to adjust how I'm sitting here. There we go. Little chickie gate. And then I don't think the chickens really need anything, but I always try to give them like a little bit of decoration. Give them some rocks. They might just be okay with the base game rocks. So I might bump that back up against... Yeah, let's bump that back up against the wall. And then there's a little more like yard space for them. Even though they're video game chickens and they don't give a shit, I care about my video game chickens having a good life, so... Do a little bit of terrain paint under the rocks. Did everybody have a good weekend? I accidentally did the thing where I did too much again. But I didn't work. I didn't do any extra work or like photo stuff this weekend. It was just everything I did was like, it was a lot, but it was all fun. I didn't do anything other than like hang out with my friends, which was good. It was super fun. We went to a sports ball game yesterday. And then we went over to some friend's house, and then we went to another friend's house. It's very silly. I wish they made better ivy for like putting on. This is debug ivy, which means it had a very specific purpose to fit on like a very specific spot. And I always just wish I could. Yeah, that it would only work on like a flat roof. Okay. Oh. Cute. But yeah, we had like a really nice weekend, and then this morning we were sitting on the couch and all of a sudden our phones were like blaring tornado warnings. Which is always stressful. But we were okay. Everything was fine. But it was, I will say, we've had a couple like scary storms so far this year. And that was the one that to me like felt the scariest, like there was going to be an actual tornado at my house. Which unfortunately there was for some people. But it did not come quite to me, but it was like spooky. Got super dark and super windy. Somehow I slept through the phone alarm, but the tornado siren did wake me up. Yeah. It's crazy. We've had truly insane weather in Wisconsin this year. Alright. What else do my little chickies need? I was thinking about doing, can I put like a little waterfall? I have those waterfall rocks from Riviera Retreat. I can't remember where they are though. They might actually be in the pool features. I never remember where those nerds are. Here they are. And they're resizable. Oh shoot, at least I thought they were. Are they not? Hey, I have debug on. You will let me place you wherever I want. What the heck? I don't know if this is like an obscure pack or not, so I don't know if I'm limiting who can download this build if I do that, but let's see. They're so pretty when they're on. Cause then it's like a little like waterfall into the pond. Where are fish? I wonder if it's not deep enough actually for fish to spawn. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Actually, what happens if I downsize it? Does the water still stay big? Yeah. Darn it. I think the thing people were excited about was you could build your own because the water does stay the same, so you could kind of build your own formation. Even if the water wasn't quite in the right spot. I'm gonna adjust these a little. There we go. Little ponds, little chickie house back there. I have not done any pathways, so I should probably do that before I place down too much. I always just kind of use one of these like generic. I wish. So the problem with using terrain paint rocks is this looks like a more natural pathway to me. But when it rains in the game, then they get super muddy. Whereas if you use like a floor pattern, like an outdoor floor pattern, or like masonry, like one of these, then it's just like that doesn't get muddy, but it's just such a harsh edge. And I wish they would give us like a happy medium there. Like there's no feathering off the side, so it's just a very harsh barrier. And I don't love that. I have to decide how I want to do this. So we'll definitely have some rocks off the back porch. Definitely have a little pathway to the chickies. Or maybe I need to put like a square edge on that. There we go. Then I'll put like some landscaping in there in those spots. So now I have to decide how I want to do like the gardens. The gardens could be on either side of the front, maybe. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. So we'll do. Should probably come all the way out to his little farm stand. He should probably have. Maybe we'll do something like this. Oh, I hate that. There we go. I'm so bad at terrain paint. Because I'm just like. It does look more natural if you're not super clean with it, but it bothers me. And you can always clean this up with like flowers and rocks and stuff off the edge. So there's other ways to fix it. And then I want to have like a path to the road kind of. Okay. So here's where I have to start making some other decisions about what all he does here. So how do I want to do this? Do we want to just have in the ground? Do we want to have planter boxes? Planter boxes always look so tidy to me, but I also like the coziness of the in the ground ones. Maybe the actual gardens will be over here. Maybe he'll have do like this. Or maybe they're like right off the side. I also always forget about, oh my gosh, he's gotta have one of these. I never remember to use them. I think they're so cute. Like the little like trellis. Are there any with plants growing on them? Maybe I'll just save a spot for an archway there. And then if I pick a different one, I'll pick a different one. So we'll definitely do like a little hose on the side of the house. We'll do, it's gotta have some little garden boxes. I'm trying really hard not to give in to my need for everything to be symmetrical. Because it's not gonna be. There's that other cute one from inside. Oh. I used one in the... Oh, we could have a little farm, like another like farm stand. Like somebody else could work that one. I wonder how that works. Where's this? Oops. This is what I'm looking for. And maybe we do it like this. And then like that. These will need to come forward a little bit, or maybe what happens if I put these on the ground? It's doing that silly thing where it doesn't want to. There we go. I think that looks a little better. So we'll have that. Search garden again. And then these will fill in like as it's played. It doesn't look super, like the gardens won't look super full right now because they're they don't start full like that. You actually have to play that. What I could do though is, let's see. Oh, I also wanted to remember. Where's my sprinkly boy? Where the heck is it? Sprinkle. There we go. Does it... Okay, how do I want to do this? I could do in here. I might have to like readjust how I have all these, but I bring these closer. I could flip them around. Oops. And then I think these will technically hit everything. And we'll flip these around so he can still... I'm not sure if that actually matters. Like if they have to be facing out. This might be how I get my everything centered back. Do this. Is this box clipping through the house? Yeah. This foundation sticks out a lot. So it's very cute, but it does cause problems when you're placing other stuff. Also, it's almost 9, so I'm probably only going to do this build tonight after all. But I might go show off my the little camper build I did this weekend. And then next stream we'll go back to the big build, but I needed like a little guy in between, you know? Alright. So there's this little gardening spot. What else could I do here? I mean, he could have... I could just do some like wildflower patches, so it's like sort of like he gardens other stuff, but these will be the only true functional ones. Or I could also put... I mean, I could put some other ones down too. Or like here. Could just have lots of gardens. And then I don't know if I really like those. I have to think about those. But they are other gardening spots, so it contributes to the functional gameplay. I can't remember what all... Let's see. So let's do... What season is it right now? Oh, and I should probably put some sprinklies in there before I forget. It's really nice though, because in this game, if you have them water like one plant, they'll just do them all. They'll just go into like garden mode. Alright, buddy, what season is it? Summer. Okay, so we're gonna order a ton of... Oh, I haven't skill cheated him yet. That's okay. Here's what we'll do. Cheat, 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 cheat. And then... Where's my man? Inventory. Sorry, this is gonna take forever. But I kind of like, when I put it on the gallery, I kind of like it to have some like, I like at least the picture to show what it looks like with stuff grown in. I don't know, like if you were to download this, I don't know if the gardens would be like fully in bloom or not, or if they would start empty and you'd have to do them yourself. I do not know. Okay, so now I have to have him open a bunch of these. Come on, dude. Open them faster. Because I do like to have, when possible, I like to use 4 of the same thing in each pot. Even though it doesn't matter. Or like 2 and 2. So we'll just open all of them. Whoop. Let's see what our options are. Alright. So we are gonna do lilies. We're gonna do begonias. And we're gonna do, let's try, can we do all flowers up here? No, that's okay. We'll do blackberries. What did I just do? We'll do blackberries in here. We'll do lemon. Oh, because it's going to be a whole lemon tree. Is that how bananas work too? So the fruit trees over here. What else do we have? How do cherries work? Cherries also take up a whole thing. Okay. So now, come on, dude. Come plant all your stuff. Yeah, you love gardening. And then they do sprout pretty quickly. Especially if you turn on the sprinklers. There we go. And then I'll have him... Well, I'm going to think about the vertical planters. I probably should. I mean, they fit in with the plot line, right? I love this little pond. So cute. So then he'll finish planting everything. These you have to buy special vertical plants. Actually, sure, let's do... Did you plant something? Okay. So then we'll plant green beans. So do that. What do we want over here? I want to make sure... Oh, these are all summer, so all of these are fair game. And then... Did I do basil yet? Or bell pepper? It's fine. I just love how they put the whole vegetable and then they bury it, and then that's how you... So you can see stuff's already starting to sprout. You don't need to water anything? Okay. Oh, water all. You can get fertilizer, which helps to it makes things like worth more money. You can also take fertilizer from your livestock, so like cows, and your chickens. When you clean out their pen and stuff, you can get fertilizer. So that's another cool like actual function of the game. Okay, are we thinking cow or goats and sheep? I think I only got space for one right here. I'm not sure. Let's make the pen first. We'll use that same adventure awaits. We'll come out to like here. And this one I could extend a little more. Oops, why did that happen? Oh, it also used the wrong one. There we go. Rude. Okay. What's this look like? It's gonna be cute. I can't remember. The cow one can also be a llama, I think. Let me put up a... I don't remember what the llama gives you. It might just be the fur. What's alpaca hair or llama fur called? I don't remember. Gives wool. Okay. Thank you. I don't think I've ever played with a llama. I kind of always do a cow, so a llama would be fun. Either way, it's in the same thing. Also, that could be a good that could be a good compromise from, because like the chickens you have to interact with individually, otherwise they run away, and so would goats and chickens, and so, or goats and sheep. So it's like a lot of creature management. You can hire a ranch hand. Oh shoot, they need so much more space than I thought. Okay, we're getting chickens and sheep and goats. Dang it. That's like the exact, I really don't want to get rid of the pond. All right. Sheep and goat time then, I suppose. That's okay. But then I want to give them a little bit of a, like a cover. Since they wouldn't be, I'd usually give them like a little barn or something. But maybe, oh no, I can't do a true barn. Because it'll add to my count. My tile count. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So this came from Adventure Awaits. Is there a good... So, okay, we're gonna have to fake this. Also, this is pissing me off. Like the fence doesn't line up perfectly. So we're gonna redo it. You're just listening to doing your skincare? Hell yeah. You gotta do those things. I don't... Listen. I'm just here to be background noise and company. Nobody should ever feel like you have to participate. It's fun when you do, but I totally get it. Alright, this is silly, but I'm trying to fix the uneven spots in my fence. There we go. I think that most... Why did that happen? It doesn't matter, but you see how like over here the fence breaks here and over here and over here it stops here? What are we participating in? My friendship? My friendship? Or crimes. I don't know, whatever you need it to be. This is making me crazy. I think I just made it worse. Oh my god. This is very silly. So that fixes it. Is it fixed now? Yes. Okay. I can sleep tonight. Okay, so now what we have to do, you have to kind of cheat this because the game doesn't want you to do what I'm going to try to do here. So we will have to make a temporary, so that's going to increase my tile count. Nobody panic, we're going to fix it. So then you like drag it over. I just want to make sure our goats and sheepies have a little shelter. What if it rains? They're just little guys. And then we get rid of this. Okay. I technically could put up like some three-sided walls there. And I think that would also... What if we did like a little shelter like that? Because if you do it three-sided... I'll fix the roof. It's fine. Okay, we have to finagle this a little. Okay, but because it's an open space, so here's what we'll do. We'll do this, and then we delete the roof. put a little roof on it here. It's gonna be way smaller than that because I'll probably use exactly what I put over here. And then you boop, 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 boop. Then you delete the floor and we're back to 64 tiles. But they'll still have like a little enclosure. Ken's, we're doing a mob boss RP in your chat. Do you want to be a henchman? Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is what happens when I lock in and I don't check my chat. You guys turn into henchmen. And then, actually, that could be kind of cute. Like, they use the same materials. And then, I think this was the one I used. And I used, like, this, maybe? That's gonna be cute! A boy enclosure? You got it. Or what if I put... So we can kind of fake, like, a little doorway. I just want to make sure our little goats and sheeps are comfy, you know? I don't remember if they need stuff, though. Here, and we'll also put, like, goat and sheep. Put little cutie spot. Maybe I'll put some windows in here too. Because they do have that little, like those stable windows from Horse Ranch. These. What else does Horse Ranch have? And those, I think you can even size down. No, you can't. Never mind. Like these. Make sure I keep them the same height. Yeah, boy jail. We put boy jail in the last build. So they've got a little house. Got our goats and our sheep. Here we go. And, well, we're definitely going to want to do some, like... Uh-oh. Moose is on the move. What's up, buddy? Actually, maybe I want the eco lifestyle wood so that it matches the... Although it doesn't really. Moosey, what's up, dude? Hi, Pally. Do you come up on the couch? Your spot's there. Come on up. Come on up, sir. Come on. The other day, I had a bunch of people over because a cozy gremlin was here. So we had friends over, and the Velveeta fan club was sitting in the spot where Moose usually sits on the couch. And he was kind of inconsolable. Like, he was just sitting there, like, clearly like, hi, you're in my spot. You can go on the chair, buddy. It's okay. He's such a strange man. What are you gonna do? Good job. He's on the couch. In his spot. I think I've probably shown a picture on stream. I have these sunflower pillows that are like, they're 3D pillows shaped like a sunflower. And Moose loves them. But he has figured out that he can like put them up on one edge and then separate the like the petal parts of the pillow, and he can like rest his snoot on them. Which is very funny. Uses them his snoot rest. What other... I really like the horse ranch pillars. I think we're gonna use those instead because they've got the nice like stone base on them, and they still match pretty well. I do wish maybe that's okay. I don't usually like an overhang of the eaves, but I do if the only other option is. Can you adjust these slightly? No, you can't. Okay. I don't like when they like cut into the pillars like that. So maybe that's how we do that. And then we need to go into worm mode. What? Oh, pile of hay. I'm working on it, don't worry. Although that's technically for a horse. But there is like little hay patches. Oh, I also wanted to check. Because what else do you need for the goats? I think they need a feeder. Uh-oh. Nobody tell Lucas. Lucas loves water towers. That's really cute. The little mill. I like that. Oh yeah, here's the nectar. I wonder if I could find a spot for it. Maybe like the back operation is nectar. I've never done it, so I actually have never even seen The Sims use it. Okay, where the heck is the stuff that I need for... Actually, would it be under pets? Here we go. Do they... I don't think the little animals use that. But perhaps for aesthetics, we're going to do it anyway. I'm actually like very certain that they don't. I think it's horses only. Oh, livestock might enjoy lapping up. Oh, like the horses will spill. Prairie grass, I think the goats will eat. Oh, it grows right away. Wow. Yeah, well, we're gonna do lots of that. Thick grass. That's another one where I kind of wish it had more feathery edges, so it wasn't just like a perfect square of grass. But that's okay. What else we got? Ooh. I finished grading 10 of 17 final exams. This is taking so long. Ugh. It's exhausting. But then you're like done, right? Whoa! Giant cave. Who will not be using the giant cave? Could put some cleaning supplies in the little corner. Maybe I'll shrink them. Just a little bit. We need some kind of decoration in here. Oh, it's a rug, but you can save the game. Thank you. Posture check, thank you. Hydrate, thank you. Hold on. I'm gonna pause my audio so you don't hear me drink. It's me. Can I just make this big? Oh, it kind of pixelates ugly, but... Oh, is there like any texture to it, or is it flat? I think it might just be flat. There's also some really cute hay bales that you can sit on. That was the debug one, so I don't think it's sittable. Maybe it's... Listen, I know there's hay bales you can sit on in this game. Where are they? Whoa! Is that functional? This is what I wanted. Just have a little sitting spot. You want to hang out with the sheeps and the goats? Here we go. Maybe I'll put a plant in this corner or something. Where's that freaking fig I love? Where is it? Oh, we should probably give them a light too. But if I gave them like the fanciest chandelier? Let's go to actual lighting. And then... Oh, the lanterns could be cute. They're kind of hard to place, though. What came with Horse Ranch? Hanch. Put on Master of Disguise in the background. Last night, we're at What's-His-Face 11's house. And I don't know what happened. Suddenly Master of Disguise was on TV. And I'd never seen that movie, so I didn't know like anything about it. We did not watch the whole thing. But yeah, I knew literally nothing other than I knew the movie existed, but I didn't know anything else about it. How's it look at night? Look at that cute little glowy barn! Oh, the chickens are gonna need some lights too. Oh my gosh, this is really cute. I love it. Give a little outside light too. Oh my gosh! So then I should give that some rocks or something. Just to look a little more polished. I also learned last night that that movie has a 1% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Which I didn't know was possible. Maybe we need... What do I want to do? Maybe I'll just use the plain rocks again. Because I don't need really big ones here. I just want a little something. And I will probably change the lawn texture in here too. Oops. Keep hitting the Windows button instead of the Alt button to free place things. And over here, two little guys over here. Okay. I really like that. I like that way more than I thought I was going to. So then I think that's kind of the most we can fit in for activities, and the rest I can sort of fill in with like some sitting spots. Like I'd like to put a bench over here. I do want to give the chickens some lights. There's like a post light that I use sometimes on my chicken coops because I tend to build them like this all the time. Do you come in a color? Oh, that's a debug one. Matches this a little better. Maybe I will just give them like ground lamps. I'm still talking about Master of Disguise. Yeah, I'd never seen it. And after watching that much of it last night, I think I can confidently say I will never see it. His name's literally Pistachio Disguisey. That's the name of the guy in the movie. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Do I have space for one on this one? Or will it clip into the coop? Clips into the coop a little. A little bit. Let's see how that looks at night. I don't think I like that. They're just kind of big and intrusive. What other options we got? What if I just gave him like string lights? Oh, they're just barely... The fence is just barely too... Are they the same size? I figured after the 20th time you asked, are they going to talk with Italian accents the whole movie, that you weren't sold on it. Yeah, did not know that was the movie at all. But it was one of those times where, like, okay, the movie we were watching was awful, right? But, like, I was sitting in my adult friends' apartments, like, just having a good time with my silly friends. Like, it was still a very wholesome, fun evening. Because sometimes you need to watch, like, a bad movie with your friends, because that's what you need that night. And last night, that's what we needed to do. So it was still, like, a completely perfect, fun evening. Of exactly what I wanted to do last night. It was just really... the movie was ridiculous. Hello, Jordy the Dragon. How's it going? I'm actually going to shout out Jordy. Jordy started streaming again. It was super exciting. I was there for like your whole art stream last week, and then I was there for In and Out on Friday night this week. But Jordy has started streaming again after a whole year. It's super exciting. So go check her out. We're building a little mini build, Jordy, because we're so close to being done with the big horse one finally. We'll finish it another time then, since you apparently loved it so much. That's what we can watch up north this weekend. That's a joke. We're not watching it up north this weekend. Where are like the lights I'm looking for right now? Here we go. I just want some basic little... Just so they have some lights. Can't have chickens in the dark. I think I do want to like texturize their grass a little too. Make it look kind of roughed up, like there's been chickies on it. Could do... just like a gentle texturization. I'm so terrible with Kenzie. That's my name. I'm so terrible with terrain paint. An interesting thing that happens to me is a lot of my people in my life like grew up at least part of their life in the South. So a lot of people, including my partner of almost 5 years, I'm very fascinated by the ways people speak differently, based on like accents and stuff. So like Lucas very much pronounces my name as Kinsey. His mom very much pronounces my name as Kinsey. I've got a lot of there's even, I can't remember who it was. We've got some other like stream friends from more down south, and they kind of lean towards Kinsey versus like Kenzie. Because like a lot of people, depending on where you grew up, like your E sound and your A or I, it's just interesting. Like people's vowel sounds are a little different depending on where they're from. I'm also not sure I like this. Let's see. I'm gonna check up on chat real quick. Night Chickens deserves a quiet night. I love that REM song, Night Chickens. It's the pin merger, which is a linguistic sign of the South. Is that the actual term for it? Because I'm seriously intrigued by it, because so Lucas's dad is not from the South. He lived there for part of it because of his job, but he did not grow up there. So like before he met me, he heard Lucas talking about Kinsey, but like saw it written out as Kenzie. And so he asked, like, how do you say your girlfriend's name? Like, what is her name? Because he, like, to this day, pretty much says Kinsey. And I'm trying to remember, we've got some other street friends that do very similar. It's also, like, a lot of people with the same thing will say, like, pillow instead of pillow, which is always interesting. Yeah, I love like language stuff like that. Just trying to figure out what makes people say things the way they say them, because it's so interesting. Because I have a name that is very much affected by that kind of thing. What if we put some little flower beds on the, or like flower things on here? I think that'd be cute. If we did it's gonna be cute. Oops. Did not mean to place one on the bottom there. People pronounce pin and pen differently. Yeah, it's very much, it's the E and the I that people pronounce differently. It's so interesting. The Midwestern one that happens a lot is like they switch their E's and their A's. So it's like instead of like I'm from like southern Wisconsin, so I don't have much of this. It is more of an issue, not an issue, it's just more of a thing that happens if you're closer up to like the UP, the Upper Peninsula, or like northern Wisconsin, like egg. So I say egg, but a lot of people in the state, especially in the northern state, pronounce it egg, or bag and bag, or bagel and bagel. That's a very interesting one too. Bagel makes me angry though, so go. Look at that cute little goat house. I love it. I'm not sold on the terrain paint, but I don't really know what else to do for that right now. So, the Midwest vowel shift, yeah. It's a thing. I am very, like accent neutral. Milk. Milk is another one. Like milk instead of milk. A bag of bagels. Very much in Europe. No, it's totally like I love this stuff. I can talk about this forever. I am very accent neutral. Every once in a while, like if I'm with other people with an accent, I'll like pick it up a little bit. But for the most part, I have a pretty neutral speaking pattern. To the point that like I talk about this. I spend a lot of time in Colorado, and people out there like have straight up told me, they're like, "Are you from here?" Because Colorado also tends to not really have much of an accent. And I have to be like, no, I'm actually from Wisconsin. And because I have a very, because I grew up like on the border of some states, I don't really have a thick accent that gives me away as being from somewhere else. Here, I'm gonna check chat here. Get called out for saying rough instead of roof. I think I say roof or roof. I definitely say roof. Is that how you say it? Roof. I don't know that I ever say roof. Hi, Shaddy. I hope your assignments are going well so you can be officially done with school. I know you were working on that yesterday. Shaddy graduated on Friday. Super exciting. So yeah, roof is one. I definitely don't say wash. That's one where like if I say wash, it's because I'm making fun of an accent. Let's do some little benches over here. Yeah, I'm very much, and every once in a while, like it's very obvious where I'm from because I'll whip out an ope. Ope. The one that I do get guilty of is like if there's a word with an O in it, like I can't even think of an example. That is a Wisconsin exaggerated vowel sound. Like, oh yeah, like that kind of thing. And when I am up north, if I'm up there a little too long, I do pick that one up sometimes. I'm a little linguistic chameleon. Alright, what kind of little bench do I want to put down here? Done the Midwestern goodbye today to some friends who came from Michigan to visit. Oh my god, have I talked about the Midwestern goodbye on stream? It's not a me thing, like it's a thing that we do up here where man, Midwestern people just feel rude leaving, and it takes us like 45 minutes to do it. So the very first time to initiate the Midwestern goodbye, to initiate that you will be leaving 45 minutes from now, you slap your knees or your tops of your thighs and you go, well, I should probably get going. And then you have to like have 5 other conversations trying to leave the house. Last night, we were sitting on a friend's porch and Lord Haas just went, hey, it was really nice to hang out, I gotta go. And he like left because he's not from Wisconsin. And he was like, hey, I just gotta go. And as soon as he left, I can't remember which one of it was, somebody, I think it was the person whose house we were at, was just like, damn, you can tell he's not from here. Because we were all just like, that was amazing, like he just got up and left. None of us can do that. It was so funny. Oh, hold on. There we go. I have to free place this bench a little. Just wanna, oops, then I gotta put the correct camera back on. I wonder if they'll be able to get to that bench though, because it's kind of, I don't really want it to be like on the sidewalk here, but it's also sort of on the incline. Let's test it. Dude just speedran go home any percent. For real. It was amazing. He just got up and left. You're like, you can do that? But can you get over here? Hell yeah. Okay. Cool. A little sitting spot. So again, here's his little farm stand. We'll get him some goats. We'll like make it look real before the end of stream, because actually this is probably one I'm gonna save really quick. This is probably one that I'll actually play, and then I think I'm still gonna show. I'm really proud of my little camper build, and I showed it off on stream yesterday, but it wasn't like, it was just a bonus stream, so it was not too many people were able to make it, which is totally fine, but I would like to show it off because it was really cute. And it was very similar to this, because I'm in a mood where I want to make like tiny houses, and then basically what's happening is I want this in my real life. I want to fuck off to a tiny house or a little trailer and then just live with creatures and some farm. So that's really why I'm building all of these things lately. If I'm in a big enough group of people, I'll slip away quietly. I've got a band that I like, one of the main bands that I work for a lot. The joke is always like, I tend to do several, like I'll do like a mini tour with them, basically. Like I'll go on the road for a week or whatever. And then the final night is always the like, all right, like, so a lot of times like the run of the tour I do is like we end in my city or whatever. And then it's like, all right, Kenzie's home, so everybody's got a plan for 45 minutes of a Midwest goodbye, because I have to say goodbye to every guy on the tour. And we all have to have like a little private conversation before I don't see them again for a while. So they just know I introduce them to the concept of the Midwest goodbye, because it takes forever. What could I put in between here? Are there like tall, skinny... Is there like a good fruit tree or something? Ooh, I love those big boy trees. Because I'm gonna fill it in a little and then do some like tree landscaping. But let's see if we can put some stuff in the middle here. Planter. Oh my gosh, I love these. Didn't really save a good spot for them. These are also really cute, but I don't really have a good spot for them. Actually, I do wish that they reflected on each other a little better, because they don't really. Maybe that's okay. Because then I could put these more in here. More like that. And then this filler could come out here. You can also put the functional seeds in there, but sometimes I just fill them for fun. And then maybe these are like the outdoor planters. This was eco lifestyle, I think. Or what if I want to put like the tall corner inside? There we go. I think that's okay. I might take a look at a different color swatch though. I'm so unprepared to go to work tomorrow. But I'm probably only going to work 4 days this week, because I think I'm going to take Friday off and just have a longer vacation. I have not been taking enough time off this year. Like true time off, not time to go do photo shit and go be busy somewhere else. Like true time off. And I've been talking about this on stream a little bit. I am like burned out. Not just on work, but like being a person, because I just haven't taken a break at all. So I think this weekend I was maybe going to take Friday off and go up north an extra day and go hang out in the woods for a little longer, to try to just unplug a little more before my friends get there, because then we've got a bunch of friends coming up with us. So, oh, you know what I was gonna do? I actually built the house up there in The Sims once. I'd have to find it. It's in another save though. We've got some people coming this weekend who have never been. Actually, maybe it's just Cozy Gremlin that's never been there. But I was gonna like make a little assignment of sleeping arrangements, like with screenshots from my Sims game, because I did a pretty good job, all things considered. The scale is so hard in The Sims. It's kind of hard to get a truly accurate version of real life things because the scale is just a little funny. But where the heck can I put my mailbox? Maybe right next to my, or maybe in here? That could be a good spot. Okay, I think it's like landscaping time, and I'm probably not going to do too much of it because it's 9:40. So let's see. We got to put some like plants and bushes in here. So let's just go. I have to resist the urge. You know which one I always use is these like the festive ones that sparkle because they're so freaking pretty. This is the piss bush. But it is pretty. It's a pretty bush. Simmery Sims, who's one of my favorite Sim streamers, uses that a lot, and she's always like, look, I know it's the piss bush, but it's really pretty. It's like your Sims can use it as an outdoor bathroom. I think they can maybe also woohoo in there. I can't remember. Let's just put big boy bushes. Oh, we don't need one in the back because I put the dew collector back there. We could put some... Are these the Granite Falls ones? No. There's Granite Falls. Let's see. I do often just use like the big grass one. This spot's gonna be tough because it's got the stairs though. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to put that much. Could always do some ferns. You know I love a good fern. I'll like put some plants down and then we'll terrain paint some dirt around them at the end, maybe. Because it does make it look a little more realistic, even though it's annoying. Actually, let me do like a quick little inside tour since people have hopped in since I did that. So the whole goal here was that it's a tiny house, a very eco-friendly tiny house for a gardener. So it's all like recycled materials. The idea is kind of that he like maybe he bought the land and then built the house himself. So we're gonna have our little sheep and goat home over here. We'll have chickens in here. Got our little pond out here with a real waterfall. Love that thing. And then gardening's all functional. The tall gardens are functional. She's got stuff growing in there already. And then you come inside. We've got our little kitchen with his fresh growing veggies that he definitely grew himself. Little kitchen. We've got a little dining spot right here. Here's our living room. It's really hard to show off tiny houses. Here's our living room. Just like a little sitting spot, little fireplace. His bedroom is here. I'll just clip down the walls. There we go. Bedroom's here. There's some decorations on the walls, but they're really hard to show. And they've got a full bathroom. And it all works. I wasn't sure. And I made sure we had space for an animal. So you can have a dog or a cat here. Probably a dog, because there's not really a good spot for a litter box unless you put it outside. Or delete some stuff. I guess you could always like delete this chair or something. So that's the tiny house. It's 64 tiles, so it counts as a tiny house. There's solar panels on top. There's wind turbines in the back. And then in here is his little functional greenhouse. So a lot of this is from the garden to table pack. So he's got those. And he's got all his plants in here. And then out here, again, chickens, goats and sheep, and then some plants. And then the idea is that this functions as a small business. So you can put stuff out on the table, and then you open up, and other Sims come and buy from your little farm stand. So I actually might give him... What if we did something similar? Is there like a... What if we put it... Oh, it's huge. That might not really fit how I want it to. What about this? They're all really big. I was just thinking about something like some kind of cover. Oops. Or a shade or something. So it's that. Yeah, I just want to put like something. Let's go back to one of those pergolas. And I'll just like size it down maybe. I don't know what that kit's from. It might be farm to table. So then we'll do... This is the eco lifestyle one. It's kind of ouchy looking though. Is that a base game one? See, that could be really pretty. But I also want to make sure that Sims can actually go... I want to make sure it stays functional. And I'll probably need to... Doesn't really line up now. But I could always add some. Could always add something. Are these what I just put down here? Make it a little thicker. Just there, to make sure he can sell his wares. I will also make sure he can still get under there. Which of these goes best with the house? Probably that one. Yeah, I just want to make sure that Sims can still access it. So what if... I also don't want to get in the way of his garden. Oh my god, the camera is such a nightmare sometimes. If we did it like that. Oh yeah, then he's like totally covered. And the outside is still... Come by my stuff. So I'll have to test that to make sure it still works, but I think that would be cute. And he's still got his farming stuff over here, his gardening. Hopefully that doesn't impact... Here, let's make sure... Oh, he's got to restock first. Can you reach over here, buddy? Oh, there's nothing to do yet. Do I have any fertilizer? I just want to test and make sure he can do it. Yeah, it looks like he can still reach stuff. Okay, cool. That'll work. What festival's happening right now? It's so cute at night. I love it. I might go a little long tonight because I kind of just want to finish this. But I don't want to have to go too hard on the landscaping. What if we just did some like wildflowers? Thanks for spending your Sunday night with me. I always love to see friends. See, even if you just put like little bunches of the flowers, it just makes them look so, just makes it look a little extra real. Plop some over here. Could stick some rocks in there too. If I make it look a little smaller on one side. Go make some food if you're not back in time to catch the end. Good night. Thanks for hanging out for a little while. It's always good to see you. Ness positioned herself so she can watch too. Oh, did she leave her litter box resort? Lane got Nessie an automatic litter robot, and she's just treating it like a bonus house to sleep in. It's her little beach vacation. So we'll do that. Let me go get some rocks, maybe. Pop some in the back here. If I make them little. Oh, the only thing... that's right. If you put rocks too close to a foundation, it tries to bump them up a level. Which is like a whole thing. Thinking about doing speedruns on stream later tonight. We shall see. Damn, you're brave. It's freaking nighttime. I'd probably pop in for a little while though before I fall asleep. I won't go any later than like 10:30 max over here because I do gotta be a person tomorrow. And I actually have to be like a lot of a person this week, so I have to run 2 meetings tomorrow. Gotta go get my hair done in my hometown on Tuesday. So I don't show my face that much ever on my stream. I mean, it's not like a secret what I look like. But I have very, very, very curly hair. Let me see if I can find a picture of myself. I took a semi-recent picture for my website, so I'll find it. So I can show you my hair. But when you have curly hair and you find someone who does your hair how you want them to do your hair, you stay with them forever and ever and ever, even if it means driving 90 miles home sometimes. Because she just does the most stunning job with my hair, and if she ever quits doing hair, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Where's my face? Where's my face? Oops. Clicked the wrong thing too soon. Gosh darn it. I'm terrible at trying to solve all this. I was having a really good hair day, so I took a new picture for my website. That's me, but that's my hair. So it's a whole thing when you have curly hair. You find someone who can do it, and then you go to them forever. Because it's complicated. It's not quite as easy to just be able to go anywhere. So I'm getting my hair colored on Tuesday. Got a haircut for your cap to fit on your head. Yeah, so one of the side effects of super thick curly hair is like I can't wear hats. Oh, Lane sent me a picture of Nessie sitting and watching. Hold on, I'll show that too. Nessie's watching the stream. I love Nessie. Okay, we'll go back to the game. Alright, here we go. But yeah, so part of my chores this week is driving home to get my hair colored. She's been coloring my hair. Like, we actually went to high school together, so like we're friends. We grew up in the same neighborhood. So it's also like it's a very social time too, because I I know her very well as a person, and we care about each other's lives and know each other very well and stuff. So it's a good day to like get my head scrubbed and get fresh color in my hair, and because the natural color of my hair is the much darker color, and then the top layer I've always highlighted for like most of my life. So gonna freshen that up because I haven't been in a while, so my roots are pretty gnarly right now. Not that I care that much. It's also the one blessing of curly hair is that it's a little less obvious because it all kind of blends together. All right, let's do some terrain paint. We use the circle. This tree needs some. We'll do these flower beds a little. I'll open chat in 1 second. I see y'all chatting about hair. Just do a little dirt around everything. There's some people who are so freaking talented with terrain paint, and I think I'll get there. I just resist. I just don't learn because I like don't want to do it. So that's a me problem. I need to get better at that, because it really does like level up what you're building and make it look more realistic. Especially if you're looking at like ponds and stuff like this one. My game's freaking out. Game's freaking out. There we go. Dirt under the rocks. Maybe under the hay bales a little bit. The hay bales. Some there. She's looking pretty cute. I think I need some more height back here. I think I just need like a couple tall, skinny trees or something, and then she's probably... Let's save her before I forget. Now I'll check up on here. Okay, let's see. Really considering getting an iPad. I love mine. Yeah, I really like mine. I draw on mine. I haven't been recently. I kind of fell off the earth with that, but for a very long time, I was drawing all the time on mine. I bought it to draw on it. Discord still says I have messages, but I don't think I do. Oh, it's Jordy's World. Jordy's Discord. There we go. I was like, did Lane send me something else? But it didn't look like it, so okay. I like my iPad very much. I don't have one. Like I didn't get the Pro, but I also didn't get like the Air. I just got, I think with my iPad and the pencil, it was like $500 or something. 500, 600, I can't remember. I bought it a couple years ago. All right, what kind of trees can we do? Those look like some beach trees. Those tall, skinny boys. Oh, I love a good white birch tree. What kind of trees are... Oh, it must be this. Just like a regular birch tree. Okay. So we'll want something back here, maybe? And then maybe something... I've talked about this before. Our house growing up had white birch trees, and I'm just like a real sucker for white birch trees as an adult. Let's get rid of that rock. We'll make it a tree instead. It's gonna fit against the fence a little funny, but I don't really want to like redo the dirt. Maybe I'll fix it. Do that. We'll put some dirt over here. Maybe just some other stray, like, small flowers or bushes or something, but I think we're pretty much done. I already have a MacBook for school and design, and I would like, okay, here's why I'm still, like, shelling out stupid money for Apple shit. It is so nice that my phone, my computer, and my iPad all talk to each other. It's so nice that I can open any one of my devices and like have my iMessage on everything. I can access like a lot of my files on everything. As somebody like Shaddy is also like, you're a media creative design person. It's so nice. Like I use every device I own for my photography stuff, and it's so nice to have. Also because like if you have the Adobe mobile apps at all, it's so worth it that they can talk to the version on your computer. It's I would really recommend it. I wish I could tell you that I didn't, because I know it's money, but it's pretty nice. Why won't this tree size down? There we go. Size down the bigger one. I think I want a smaller one in the front yard. Never had an iPhone. I would totally recommend an iPad. There's a chance you might wait until early October because Apple announces iPhone 18. So 17 goes up. Lane and I both just got 17s. I've never in my life had the newest iPhone, ever. Like, not once. I've always bought several behind because they're expensive. And this time I was like, I think I want the newest iPhone for once in my life. Because I just never have. What kind of, like, little... I just need some, like, vague flowers to plop down somewhere. It's just missing something. You know? Oh, what else I could do, though, is... It depends how this would show up. Sometimes this is also just a nice, like, texturizer. Is to put some... I don't like how that looks, though. Yeah, maybe not. This grass just looks so plain. We'll do some like low-lying pale yellow flowers. My favorite plant to use in the game. Just gotta position them correctly. Just plop them down in some spots. Like around the wind turbine, maybe. Do that. We'll put some more wildflowers and I'll just like size them down a little. Do something like that. I don't want them to go into the turbine, but held the iPhone 17 Pro and loved it. I do not have the Pro. I just got the normal one, I think, because the only major difference was the camera, right? And I don't super care about the camera on my phone since I since I obviously have like a big boy camera. But I think if you're not also like a major photographer, it could be worth it to have the better iPhone camera. Because then that's kind of trade-off of like you get the better camera and then you don't need like a standalone camera if that's not a thing you're doing a ton of. But that's a thing I do a whole ton of. This was like my one weekend without shows for like 2 months straight or something, which again, 100% not complaining. I'm not gonna be upset about getting to do my dream job a bunch, but I am tired from doing it all. You like a bigger phone? See, I missed the small one. I had a 13, and I really miss it because I prefer a slightly smaller one. Let's check how this is looking from the front. I might be done, and then I'll go show off my little camper build and stuff. But I really love how this one turned out. I think I'm done. We could get some chickies. Make it real, and then I'll put it on the gallery. I much preferred the smaller smaller phone size. So you can get black, brown, white. Let's get 3 chickies. So I had the 13, and I miss it because I don't really like the bigger one, but it's all good. Let's get... Oh, there's so many colors. How am I supposed to pick? Hold on, we're gonna reset because I can't decide. We could do spotted mini goat, white belt mini goat. So let's pick our goats first. Maybe we'll get 3 goats and 3 sheep. Get a Dalmatian goat. Okay, so that's 3 goats. And then Dalmatian mini sheep. There's a Shrek sheep, Mocha mini sheep, and I've never had one of the fun color ones. I wonder if they're special. Just get like a little black sheep maybe. Or what's our last sheep? Let's get a black sheep. Alright, now we got all these sheepies. So you... Black sheep. Come on, bud. You better put that sheep where I told you to put it, though. Okay. So now we'll drop all the sheepies. And I'm not going to make the mistake. I'm going to remember to lock the gate. Because the sheep just like let themselves out. And then they're roaming. Exhibit A. Get over here. Hold on. My man. Okay, come over here. We're gonna call him in. Call your boy. Oh my god. You're back. Yeah, I'm going like a little long. All my freaking creatures are escaping. Come on, buddy. Okay, now call your sheep. Call him over. So then he comes in the gate. Why won't you do it? Oh my god. Actually, this is silly. They're items, aren't they? Can't I just manually pick them up? Yeah, there we go. Now, lock your dang gate, dude. Lock for all mini goats. Lock for all mini sheep. And then come over here and put your other sheepy down. Look at all of the babies sleeping. We're gonna refill our feeder. Oh my gosh. I love this. We've got our little... Oh, the chickens are all sleeping. I love it. This has turned out so fun. And I'm really excited that the house worked and I didn't have to redo any of that. I've tested everything, I think. So yeah, like you can see his vertical gardens are all working. These are starting to sprout over here. He's got some flowers and herbs over here. He's got solid gardens over here. So cute. I'm very happy with this. Well, I'll come back and put it on. This will be on the gallery. I'll probably do it tonight before I go to bed. Y'all want to see? Oh, the fireflies are out. Little fireflies right here. They're an effect you can put anywhere. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna save it. And then I'll swap over. I just want to show off my little camper build because I was really proud of it. Because it was really cute. So then we'll go to manage worlds. And then we'll call it. We won't stay on too much longer. Because your girl's gotta be a person tomorrow. Alas. Mr. Moose. He's snoozing on the couch right now. He's good. I think here, let me show you. I showed this earlier, but I don't think you were here yet. So we had tornadoes in my city today. And so the tornado sirens were going off. Thankfully, it didn't come quite to us. But Moose was furious because I made him come in off the porch. So he just sits there and stares at me. He was so mad. He just stands there. And like, he was like, Moose stomps his feet when he's annoyed. He like stomps his feet at you. So he was, oh my god, he was pissed. I was like, my dude, I'm sorry. I just want you to stay alive. That's really what's going on here. But he's like, how dare you? Let me go on the porch. Yeah, if Moose could talk every day, he'd be like, bruh. Bruh. Does he just look between the bars or does he sleep on the porch? He sleeps on the porch all day. Like, he's pretty much, I did just save lane, but thank you. I'm just getting my other game loaded up to show what I built the other night. Yeah, he is allowed, as long as I'm home, he is allowed out on the porch anytime he wants. I do lock him in with me at night though. Because I need him to sleep in my bed with me. Because that's why I have a dog. But during the day, my sliding door is pretty much always open. Which I think I told this story on stream last week, 2 weeks ago. Last week? I don't remember. 2 weeks ago, maybe. For the first time ever, me leaving my sliding door open did result in a wild bird flying into my house. For the first time ever. I've lived here for 10 and a half years, and that's never happened. But thankfully, he just flew in, realized he was in the wrong place, and then left. But yeah, like during the day, Moose is allowed out there. He pretty much has free roam access to the porch. So I'm built into the side of a hill. So from the front, there's no stairs, which is so nice. But off the back, I have a balcony 1 level above my downstairs neighbors. So he can't go anywhere. So he's totally safe out there. So he just sits out there and hangs out there pretty much all day. He alternates between the porch and sleeping in the bathtub when he gets a little too roasty. But yeah, he's pretty much allowed to do whatever he wants. He's been good. It's been a little hot though. So it's getting into the season that's hard to be a moose because he's so floofy, but he's good. And he's going to be very excited to go up north this weekend because he's always very happy to be up there. We have a big fenced yard up there, so he gets to zoo me and like sniff and just be outside a lot. He's not allowed out there without supervision because it's the woods. So even with the fence, I don't like to leave him out there, but he's always very happy to be there. So here's what I built the other day. Very similar concept. Little like garden space, bee boxes, wet dog hours. He was so wet today. He was so pissed because I made him come inside because the tornado sirens were going off, right? And he, after the tornado sirens went off and they canceled the alert, we were like, fine, you can go on the porch. And then he was pissed because he was soaking wet because it was pouring after the tornado sirens went off because that weather just turned to just rain right away. So then he came inside and looked at me like, I did it. Like how this sim is talking to the plants. Yeah, they'll do that. So yeah, I put some vertical gardens here. It's a much smaller garden space, so there's still like mushrooms there. Let's see what all we got here. Parsley, bluebell, parsley, roses, basil, and then these bees are here. So then we've got a little fire pit. I'm gonna make it daytime because it's a little easier to see everything. But so my concept here was that it's like this person could tow their trailer anywhere they wanted. So here's the truck, which is not functional in the game. It's just a decoration item. But the rest of this is they could tow it wherever they want and take their plants with them if they wanted to. The house does have solar panels and a dew collector, so their bills are a little lower. Let's go see the inside of the trailer. Here we've got the sleeping space. We've got a full kitchen. So it's everything you need except a dishwasher. And then a little spot here. Little dining spot and a work spot. I put a laptop there. And then here's the bathroom, which heavily uses... It's a full bathroom with a shower instead of a tub. I did learn... So I didn't make this sim. They're a base game sim. But I did discover they're a mermaid. So if you're not living on a water lot, the other way... So when your sims are a mermaid sim, they're where's my needs? Their hygiene sim or need becomes a hydration need. So they get really upset if they don't have enough, if they're not in water enough. So when he goes in the water, is there a swimming? Can they swim in here? No. What's this? Oh, action plan. Is there anywhere they can go swimming in this world? I don't think so. I took them to a different world and went swimming, and I was like, oh, you're a mermaid. Because he turns into a mermaid. But anyway, this was my cute little like camper lot. I was very proud of it. Just thought it was a cute little like speed build. And it only took me like 2 hours because when I'm not streaming and talking, I can build a lot faster. But yeah, those have been my two. So again, very, very similar. I'm actually going to go back to my other build. We can go look at it one more time because I'm going to put it on the gallery tonight before I hop off. So let's go back over there. Save. Then we'll call it on account of it's nighttime. Hope everybody has a good week planned. Maybe long weekend plans if you get to do that kind of thing. I know not everybody gets long weekends depending on what your job is, but I'm excited for a little bit of a break. Alright, let's go look at our... Hoping you can get back to a normal schedule mentally. Yeah, that's like I was saying before, like I have just been going so hard and not giving myself a break at all. And I've got some like health things that are made worse by stress and lack of rest. And I talk a lot about how like if you don't take a break, your body will decide that it's getting a break, and it will decide when, and it will not be convenient or fun. And my body did that on Friday. So I was like, okay, I'm listening. We'll take a break. And so next weekend's going to be a good, like, no work, just friends up in the woods, couple extra days off my day job. And It'll be good. It's so hard because like my option, I mean, I have to work a day job because it's not really optional for me in my current life. I need health insurance and money. So, not an option for me to not have a day job. But then I have to use my time off to like do my fun photo stuff. So like that's a night job. Then I'm tired and it's like, if I'm out, it's one thing to go out and do the show, but then there's like 6 or 7 hours of editing and processing and getting everything posted the next day. So it's just so hard because I don't want to not do it. And I kind of I've been talking about this a lot where the phrase I like is like, I resent that I have to squish in a meaningful existence before and after work. And I'm somebody who for the most part likes my day job, but ultimately it's still a day job that takes a significant amount of my time and energy. I like it better there actually, for things that I would rather be doing, like my photo stuff or whatever. But we live in a society that decides you have to have a day job, which is a bummer. So ties all of our health insurance and whatnot. So I'm lucky that for the most part I like what I do, but it's still, it's a lot of your life. And then it sucks to have to decide, like, do I use my nights and weekends to do nothing and recharge and relax and take a break, or do I do it to do the other stuff that I really love to do, but it is draining. And I think this is true of anybody who's got like a creative gig on the side. Like, this happens, this counts for like streaming, this happens for artists, this happens for tattoo artists, this happens for anybody who anyone who does a creative job, where sometimes I forget that my photography stuff is in fact work. Because I think it's my fun job, right? But it's still a job, and it still takes a lot of time and a lot of energy, and I give so much of myself to that job. And then I forget that it's truly work until I'm like, oh my God, like I haven't had a day to do absolutely nothing since like March. So it's a lot. It's just very, it's easy to forget that just because you love something that you're doing, I mean, it's not still taking your energy and stuff, and it's still important to take a break, but I wish I could take more breaks from the day job and not necessarily the fun one. So if you're in that same boat, I feel you. It's super, super exhausting, to not have. I'd love to dedicate 100% of my time to doing the jobs that I love to do, but America says no. So maybe someday I won't live here. Or maybe someday, I don't know, maybe someday the photo stuff will be the full-time job, but right now it's not, and I'm just trying to make the best of it. But I've been going a little too hard lately, and my body is rejecting that finally, which happens, and then I just forget about that. But yeah, take breaks, take care of yourself. I see you haven't had health insurance since the divorce. But that's so stressful. Like, your options shouldn't be like stay in an unhappy relationship or not have insurance. Like, we should just fucking have universal health care. Oh my God, that's so stressful. Yeah, I'm very much in the like live music world and stuff, right? And I've got friends who are just like, we had to get married because this is my job and it doesn't come with insurance, but my partner had insurance, so they had to get married, not necessarily because they really wanted to, but because they needed health insurance, which is so annoying. We should just be able to live, but that's how they keep us hostage in the country. Anyway, I'm gonna get really worked up about that if I keep talking about it, but anyway, all of that is why I continuously in every stream have a link in my pinned comment about calling your representatives, because at any given time there's like 8,000 reasons you could call and yell at the government. One of the bands that I work for recently said at a show, it's okay to love your country and hate your government, and I've been repeating that a lot because we got a lot of great stuff here, we got a lot of great people here, and we have a government that does not give a shit about us, and it's important to call and email and make them care. in any way you can. So that's a little tie up about that, I suppose. um, yeah. So anyway, I think I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out a little late. Thanks for spending your Sunday with me at all. It's so special to have everybody here, and I'll see y'all probably at Lane Stream tomorrow night. I it's currently on my list to stream on Wednesday night, but we will see where I am given all the other shit I have to do this week before I drive several hours away. So, if I don't see you then, I definitely will not be streaming next Sunday because I'll be in the woods. But Wednesday I might. So, we'll see you when we see you. Everybody have a great week. I hope you can take some time for yourself and have a nice rest of your evening, nice good week, hopefully maybe a short week or a long weekend. But other than that, we'll see you next time. Thanks again for hanging, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good night.